David, talk to me.
So yesterday was the trade deadline. I want to get you all's thoughts on some of these deals the teams made. Miami trading for Bradley Chubb. You have Miami also trading for Jeff Wilson at running back. Denver trading for a running back. But there's a deal that did not get made, and I'm wondering why it didn't get made. The Green Bay Packers went into last week's game without Allen Lazard, without Randall Cobb, lost Christian Watson with a concussion during the game, and they did not make a deadline deal for a wide receiver. What the heck?
Rico, go.
I really have no idea what's happening in Green Bay. And I don't think anybody does because I thought that maybe, Chase Claypool got moved to the Bears. If anything, you would think that the Packers saying, guys, we're one wide receiver away from beating the Vikings. Are the Minnesota Vikings going to take our division from us? No. I honestly, Mike, this is one where maybe in the offseason we're talking about Aaron Rodgers could be on the move.
I'm fascinated by it, fellas, whether it was Brandon Cooks, whether it was Claypool, whether it would be, overtures to Odell Beckham Jr. Bottom line is nothing makes sense. I don't know that they're going to turn this around. And frankly, I wouldn't touch him with a 10-foot pole even against the Lions this weekend. It's a complete mess, and I'm with Rico. I think we're going to be revisiting Aaron Rodgers' drama season's end.
Mm-hmm. And then, so give me your thoughts on who positioned themselves better in the trade deadline in the AFC. When you have the Ravens that traded for Roquan Smith, and then the Dolphins who traded for Bradley Chubb.
I think I'm going to go with the Dolphins, David, because I look at that Dolphins team, especially because Fresh playing here at Ford Field. Now you're adding to the pass rush of this team. They seem to be a little more complete. My goodness, with the weapons that they have, with Waddle and Tyreek, yeah, I'm going to go with Miami.
No, I'd agree with this because, look, here's the other thing people are sleeping on. Chase Edmonds was a complete flop there and had lost his gig. Adding Jeff Wilson, who McDaniels is familiar with from his time in San Francisco, I think that juices the running game. Knows the scheme inside and out.
He's got two former Niner running backs now.
Yeah. It's a copycat league, Rico.
Yeah.
And familiarity is half the battle here. So, yeah, Bradley Chubb's a superstar, but don't sleep on what they did offensively. I think that's going to help them because Edmonds was a zero.
Can someone explain to me what DJ Moore was thinking? He's taking off his helmet after catching a deep ball. Of course, they have an extra point, and they get pushed back because of the penalty, miss the extra point, and lose in overtime. Can't take your helmet off. What are you thinking?
David, I think it was just frustration. I think he wanted out. He wanted out, and he didn't think that his team was going to win. And when you win a game on pretty much not a Hail Mary, but you somehow got past the double team and you caught the pass, you got wrapped up in your emotions. Now, the problem, DJ, the clock didn't hit zero, and you didn't win the game. You had to finish it up with that, and he went full college, and I'm going to take a victory lap around the stadium rather than being professional and just not screwing your kicker over and making him kick a 50-yard extra point.
Nothing I can add to it. I think it's idiocy. But I see it all the time. It's like, guys, the one thing you can't do, just don't take your helmet off. I mean, we all know it's you. So you have a jersey on with a number and your name on it. We know it's you.
And the NFL has actually allowed guys to have fun and take group photos and do all types of stuff. So
yet college football doesn't. Make sense of it.
Yeah, I can't, man.
Okay,
you can't even do horns down.
I want to know if you guys are thinking what I'm thinking. I think we have a MVP candidate in Seattle. Geno Smith is first in the league in completion percentage, third in the league in passer rating, and third in the league in touchdown to interception ratio, and they're winning.
Yeah,
Do we have a candidate there?
David,
No.
You know what? Here's the thing.
No.
I would be willing to suspend the bet that Mike and I have. If Geno Smith wins and Mike does a show in a Geno Smith jersey, you can forget about it. You know what? It could be the cheap Walmart Geno Smith jersey. I don't care.
I'd rather buy you dinner. It's Josh Allen, though, and it's not Geno's fault, but he's not winning it. Josh Allen's winning this award. Just be done with it.
Correct, but he's a candidate, though, right? You got to say that at least.
Sure, he'll get invited to the banquet.
Will he be on the graphic?
Yes.
Yes. See, you know what? Here's the thing. The thing is, when you're a player like Geno Smith, you sometimes win because we expect so much out of Josh Allen that if he just has an okay game, if he and Geno put up the same numbers, you're going to lean to Geno because you're like, wow, Josh, I expected this of you. But Geno, there were people in Detroit that thought you were absolute trash.
And then
Hi, it's me again.
And then I think we have the opposite on the other coast in New York with the Jets. Zach Wilson threw 3 interceptions, was sacked twice, and looked lost at times against New England. And the Jets lost their 13th straight game against New England. I think it's been determined that he's not the long-term solution in New York.
I tell you right now, I'd be shocked if they start the season with him next year. He's not good, period. And he plays like he's still on a Friday night with Joe Tessitore calling his games in the Mountain West. Can't do it.
Yeah, they're winning in spite of him.
And then I know this is a NFL football today, but I think the news of this week has to be discussed, and it's what's going on in Auburn. Auburn fires their head coach. They have hired a new AD, a guy who is leaving his alma mater in Mississippi State to go to Auburn. He just signed an extension in July for Mississippi State. What's next in Auburn? NIL?
Ask the boosters. No, I mean, ask the boosters, because for a while the boosters were running the program, not the AD. Auburn's a mess. Mm-hmm. If I were Auburn, here's what I would do, and you can laugh. I'd hire Deion Sanders. They need sizzle. They need spotlight. They need a jolt. They need players. If you hire Deion, you're getting Shadur Sanders, his son, the quarterback. You're getting Travis McGee, Numbnuts, whatever his name is. Hunter, the corner. And Deion would be one of the only guys.
They would leave Jackson State?
100%. What are you kidding me?
Well, Deion said how great Jackson State was.
Yeah, well, so's the money that the Auburn boosters would be paying these people. That's the only move to me.
No, I think the move is out there. I think it happened so long ago, we've now forgotten about him. Keep your eye on Matt Rule.
Oh, my God.
Matt Rule to go back to college. Look, a lot of college coaches cannot make it in the pros.
He doesn't fit down there.
Well, that's a name, Mike, I've been told to keep an eye on.
I've also heard Lane Kiffin.
Matt Rule. Just saying. Oh, by
just
the
hire
way,
Coach Prime. Why can't we have nice things?
Because
Saban versus Prime, Iron Bowl.
Okay, because Auburn located in what state?
The very forward-thinking state of Alabama.
Okay, we can just end it right there. Hey, real quick, guys.
But
Auburn
Rico. Oh, come on. Auburn loved Bo Jackson.
He was a player. He wasn't a coach.
Loved Cam.
He was a player.
I give up. Coach Prime.
No. Put it this way. You think people talk about Mel Tucker when he loses a game? Good luck, Deion, when you lose your first game. Oh, real quick, David, to go back to the DJ Moore thing. I don't know what's worse, what DJ Moore did getting the penalty, or when the NFL comes out and says, we made a mistake, it shouldn't have been a penalty, but by the way, enjoy that L.
That's going to really help there.
The ref said, the NFL came out and said technically he was off the field. That should not have been a penalty, but you still lost the game, Carolina. Sorry.
Oh, my gosh. And that is in football today.